Hello, my name is Theo and welcome back to the Oasis Music. Today we are going to be carrying on with our Kendrick content. No album reactions, we've done all that. Instead, we're going to be blind ranking 20 of his songs from Section 80 all the way to GNX. I've got a Spotify playlist in front of me and we're going to shuffle through songs, and one at a time I'm going to have to put it in the list, not knowing what the next song is. So this is going to be tricky, but all we can do is give it a good go. I have to give credit to George Scaife Music, who I first saw do this idea with the Beatles songs. So if you want to check that out, I'll put his video in the description down below. So as mentioned, here is the list. You can see we've color coordinated it just to add emphasis onto what the rankings mean. First being the best song, 20th being the worst song. Not that Kendrick really has any bad songs, but we're going to have to be brutal today. Pretty unlikely we're going to put his best song first and his worst song last, but we can hope. All we can do is hope. So let's just dive straight in. Here is the playlist I've made. It consists of 98 songs, as I say, all the way from Section 80 down to GNX, which are of course his studio albums. And if you didn't see, I ranked every single one of Kendrick Lamar's studio albums in one of my previous videos. So if you want to find that, click up here and yeah, give it a watch. It was a bit of a controversial one, a few controversial picks, but it's my opinion at the end of the day, just like how you have one. So as previously mentioned, all I'm going to do is press next song and we'll be given a random song from this playlist. So without further ado, let's see what our first song is, and it's going to be I. Okay. Now the first important distinction I need to make is, am I referring to the album version or the single version? Because of course they're slightly different, the album version having the skit. I'm just going to assume the album version, which to be fair I prefer less when listening to it by itself. Well, they're saying that I don't really want to be listening to the skit each time, but when he's actually singing the song I prefer the album version personally. But I think I has one of the catchiest hooks in Kendrick's discography. It's such a positive feel-good song, and when it's on I can't stop myself from singing along to it. It's very celebratory, it's not a heavy song. It's a nice moment on quite a heavy album, which is To Pimp a Butterfly, which touches on a lot of issues, but it's a reminder to properly love yourself, even in these moments of despair. And I think it has a lot of replay value. As I say, with the skit, it's something I'd usually skip when it gets to the skit, but the first few minutes of the song when he's, singing, I love. And of course, the skit is still important. In the context of the album, he describes the origin of a certain word. So yeah, I think it's definitely a important song on To Pimp a Butterfly, and it's a very memorable song for sure. Now the way I'm going to think about this is, of course, we've got 98 Kendrick songs to be choosing from. We're only going to have 20. But do I think out of the 20 songs, I is in the top half? I think just about, yes. It's not my favourite from the album, but it's definitely one that I listen to and don't just ignore. So I'm going to remain quite flexible. I think I'm going to put it 8th. There's quite a few songs that I'd listen to more. As I say, the skit, I usually skip that. So for now, let's put it 8th. I think that's a good position, and yeah, we've still got 19 to go. So this is just the first of many. Let's carry on. And the next song that we're going to have to put in our list is Complexion, which of course is from the same album. It's from To Pimp a Butterfly. So that offers quite an easy comparison straight away. Do I believe that I is better than Complexion? Personally, for me, yes. I don't think Complexion hits me, maybe just because of my background and the person I am. As much as what I've seen online, I know this song gets quite a lot of love, but for me, it's never properly hit. I know my housemate really loves To Pimp a Butterfly, and I think this is one of his favourite songs from the album, but it's never truly hit me, so it's already going to go below I. But how low do I think it's going to go? I do think it's an important track for the album, and it definitely would suffer without it. So I can't put this in the bottom tier, so I think it's going to have to go somewhere between 11th and 15th. Yeah, this might be a controversial choice, but I'm going to place it 14th. As I say, there's a lot of songs, oh, I wish I could type. There's a lot of songs that I think we're going to get that I would prefer less to Complexion, but yeah, it's not one that I listen to, but it's from one of Kendrick's best albums, so it's still a good song. Now on to track number 3. What do we have next? Are we going to get a song which isn't from To Pimp a Butterfly? Let's see. We have You Ain't Gotta Lie. Okay, we are on shuffle here. We know how bad Spotify shuffle is. But it is crazy we got these 3 songs here, not including The Black of the Berry. But again, another easier comparison. I mean, I'll take this. It makes my job easier when it's within the same album. I can compare much more easily. I'm in a similar situation as what I was to with Complexion here. It's a song that I don't really listen to. I believe that all the songs in To Pimp a Butterfly are well chosen and have value, but it's just not one that I listen to. I think I probably prefer Complexion. It's a song that I feel more connected to when listening to the album, because that's the times I listen to these songs. Not a bad song, of course. You know, for another rapper, this would still be a really good song. But we're talking about the bests of the bests here with Kendrick. So I do think I'm going to be putting it between 16th to 20th. It's just how far down do I want to go? I think I'm going to put it in 17th. Again, add some flexibility. Yeah, there's 3 slots now filled up. We still have the top 7, which we haven't touched. I don't know how early I'm going to give the best song and the worst song. Like, do I leave that to the end? I can't leave it right to the end because that's very risky. Because I'll just get a song in first that I don't believe deserves to be in first. But let's just move on with track number 4. Can we finally get a song not from To Pimp a Butterfly? We do. It's Rich Interlude. Ooh. Of course, this is just an interlude, but it has a monologue from Kodak Black, which is quite poignant, and I love the intensity of the piano, which just starts off as one singular note being pressed and sort of builds into a cacophony of music. But at the end of the day, it is an interlude, so by itself, I'm not really gonna have to be able to put it high. Like, I can't put it that high. Again, it's a well-suited track for Mr. Morale, but it would be a disservice to Complexion for me to put it above that. And same with You Ain't Gotta Lie. So I think it's gonna have to go around here. I can think of a couple of songs I would want to listen to less than this interlude. Again, by itself. You know what, for the instrumentation, and I love the intensity of how it builds up, I'm actually gonna put it above You Ain't Gotta Lie. I'm gonna put it in 16th place. We're filling the bottom slots quite early here, which might come back to bite me. I hope not, but only time will tell. I'm about to make it through not even a quarter of the way through yet. We're about to make it through a quarter of the songs. So let's carry on and see what track number 5 is. And it's Compton. Finally going back to Good Kid, Mad City, our earliest song so far. Of course, it has a crazy good feature with Dr. Dre. I think it's a really important song for Kendrick, especially at this time. Before To Pimp a Butterfly, you know, he's just rapping about his hometown and his sort of gratitude for it, and, you know, having Dr. Dre there with him as well, as I mentioned, really adds to it. And I think it's a really nice way to end a personal and emotional album. I mean, I feel like every Kendrick album is, but the whole thing, you know, Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst, has so much weight. So to end on a higher point with Compton, and it sort of feels like things being wrapped up a little bit, you have the phone calls with his dad and his mum, it sort of clears up the story. I think it's a very important track for the album. So it's definitely going to go in top 10. Does it go above that is a tough one for me. That is a real tough one. As I mentioned, if I had the singing parts from the album version and then not the skit, they just didn't have the skit. If the single version didn't have the skit, but it was the exact same from the album version, I would be higher for me. But I think with that taken into consideration, I'm going to put Compton in front of I. Does it sneak into top 5? Not for me. It's not a song I listen to that much, but I do really appreciate it, and I think it's a song that is very important, as I say, for Good Kid, Mad City and for Kendrick personally at this time. So that's where it lands. 5 down, and we still have the top 5 unfilled. Maybe it will change with the 6th track, which is going to be These Walls. Ooh. Now we're talking. Okay, instantly These Walls is a top 5 Kendrick track in general for me. This track, yeah, it means a lot to me. You know, on first listen, it's a very horny song. From the sounds of it, of course, you have the moaning at the beginning. It's not a song you're going to be playing in public. As you dive deeper into the meaning of it and, you know, getting back and the connotations of these walls and all the different things it can mean. And the last minute of the song really hits hard of him explaining about the guy serving time in jail and, you know, he's fucking his girlfriend or whatever. It's like the ultimate diss, and it's just made in such a poetically fitting way. Quite rare to have a song which has all these layers. It sounds good, it has a nice hook, it sort of just encompasses everything about Kendrick. It just shows his talent. It really shows his talent, and as I say, it's one of my favorite songs. So this is definitely going in the top 3. Do I put it at number 1? It's not my favorite song from the album. Wesley's Theory is my favorite song from the album, so if we were to get that, I'd want to put it higher. So I think, and I might regret this, I'm going to put These Walls in the number 2 slot. But let me know what you think. I'm intrigued. Do you think These Walls is that good? Is this just me? Do I have an opinion that's unpopular? I don't even know. So after these 6, let me know where you would put them. Would you make any changes? Should I have put I higher? I really don't know, but we can't change them. As we said, no moving songs once placed. So we're going to put it at number 2, and we're going to hope for something like Wesley's Theory. Let's see what we get next. It's going to be hard to top a track like These Walls, and we're going to get The Blacker the Berry. We've had so many tracks from To Pimp a Butterfly. I swear this is not rigged. It's just the way it's worked out. Literally, apart from Compton and Rich Interlude, every track's been from To Pimp a Butterfly. That's okay. As I say, I can compare easier. I will take it. Anyway, The Blacker the Berry. What a powerful, heavy, aggressive song it is. A song that really gets me pumped. I don't really listen to it. I said listen to it more than Complexion, You Ain't Gotta Lie. But I do think it's an important song on the album. And it's sort of, I think it's sitting at 11th or 12th for me. Maybe a little bit higher. It's a very bassy song. It's a very poignant song. I might even put it higher than 10th or 11th. I feel like I'm snubbing it a bit there. Do I put it higher than I? I mean, personally, I do really like I. Apart from this skit, I'm going to stop going on about it now because we've moved on. I think I'm going to put it just behind. I think I'm going to put it in 9th. That may be my most disliked opinion because I know that gets a lot of love. And I do think it's a good song, but I think we're still going to get even better songs. We'll see by the end. We're just going to keep going, trying to make our way through this. We have 12 to go. So let's continue with what is the next song. Do we get another song from To Pimp a Butterfly? Please, give us Damn. Give us GNX. Give us Untitled Unmastered. Something different. I mean, I asked for it and I got it, so I can't really complain about that. We have Lust from Damn. But this is probably one of my most disliked songs from Damn. My most disliked, definitely XXX, the song with U2. That's never sat right with me. But this song with the, like, can you put the head in? That whole part, I don't know, it sort of cringes me out a little bit. So this, yeah, it isn't going high for me. It's not a song I listen to at all. I wouldn't choose to listen to it unless I'm listening to the album, which of course, you know, you want the full experience. The only saving grace in my opinion is the song fits the album, the title Lust and what it's about. It does fit the themes on show here. It's not out of place. It doesn't feel like it doesn't belong on Damn. It's just not a song that I care about. I don't think I'm going to put it right at the bottom. Okay, I've literally just mentioned a song from the album, which I dislike more. I'm going to put it 19th though. If you saw my album ranking video, you know I did put Damn in B, which is a bit of a controversial take. But anyway, that's where we're putting Lust. It seems I miscounted last time because now we have 12 left. 8 down. Let's carry on. Let's just keep plowing through it. We've still got the number 1 slot and the number 20 slot to fill. Hopefully at some point I can do that. I want to get that out of the way because otherwise the list may become fucked. So let's move on, and we have Swimming Pools. Ooh. I think this song is one of the most important moments of Good Kid, Mad City, which is my favourite album. Of course, Sing About Me, I'm Dying the First gets all the plaudits, and for me, I think it is one of his best songs. But there's something so nostalgic about Swimming Pools, even if I haven't been a Kendrick fan for that many years. And the irony of it all, the fact that it got played at drinking parties when it's all about the risks of drinking and that sort of lifestyle is just hilariously sad. Because it feels like it loses its meaning. But I guess that's what happens with certain songs. They get used for things that they weren't intended to be used for. I don't think it's aged as well as some of Kendrick's songs from that era, but I still think it's a very good song and definitely top 10 for me. I'm going to say, yeah, it's definitely top 7. Do I put it in the top 5? I think I do. I think I'm going to put it in 5th. It's definitely a song I come back to and really appreciate, and one of the high points on, well, yeah, in my opinion, Kendrick's best album. We're almost at halfway now, but still quite a few of the middle slots to fill. Let's carry on. We're going to go from Good Kid, Mad City to Damn again with Feel. Now this is my favourite song from Damn. I think I mentioned this in the album ranking video, but I love this song. And an album that in my opinion doesn't have that many high points, I feel like Feel is the high point. What an introspective track. And it really shows you that even in Kendrick's position of power, having love of course from his family and friends around him, he's still human and he still faces issues that every one of us feels on a daily basis. Just like with Lust, it fits the album perfectly, but this song really connects to me. it's harder for me to compare it to These Walls. They're two very good songs. So my thinking here is we're about to go past halfway. Am I going to get a better song than These Walls? I think I'm going to put it third and hope for something like Wesley's Theory or Sing About Me, I'm Dying of First, because I think it's probable we get one of those songs. An absolute banger of a track, and yeah, my favourite from Damn. So now we only have the first slot and the 4th slot in the top 5, and the 18th slot and the 20th slot, the last slot. They need to get filled because I don't want to run out of songs and then I get Singing About Me, I'm Dying of First in 20th. I'm going to have to put a song there probably that I don't want to. You know, it's going to get to that point. Let's carry on. Halfway through now, and we're going to have Die Hard. Oh, see, I love this song. I love this song. When I listened to Mr. Morale, this was definitely one of my favorites, along with Father Time. I think over time, this has become my favorite, overtaking Father Time. So instantly, it's top 5 for me. It's better than Swimming Pools. Do I put this first or do I put this 4th? I mean, either way, it's getting scary because there's not much of the top 10 unfilled, and 11th, 12th, 13th, 15th, 18th, 20th still to come. I may regret some of these earlier placements. But the feature with Blast and Amanda Reefer really make the song. Kendrick has a really good knack of picking the right person to feature in a song. Same with Father Time with Sampha. And it's quite unique instrumentation for Kendrick. We don't usually hear that like R&B sort of movie style. It just makes you want to move. It makes you just want to sway my body and vibe along to it. I am really tempted to put it in first. I don't think it's better than These Walls for me. I don't think it's better than Phil, so I'm going to put it in 4th. Again, I'm holding out for something to beat These Walls. It's going to be tricky, but hopefully. We're trying to go for a perfect list here, which is difficult. I mean, so far I'm happy, but we're going to need certain songs to come. But there we go, Die Hard in the number 4 slot. We're still to get a track from Section 80, Untitled Unmastered, and GNX. So who knows what's yet to come. Only 3 slots left in the top 10. So I need some songs that I don't really listen to. Let's see what we have next. Hey Now. Ooh. I mean, I don't particularly care for this song. There's one part of the song that I really like. It's like the bridge section where he's saying like, starting to see spaceships on Rosecrans. Like that part. That like transported me when I heard that. And then the Dodie verse comes in. It's not a bad verse. It's not the worst feature on GNX. For me, it's the title track GNX with all the Californian rappers on that. But he holds his own. But I need to put some in the bottom half. So I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna put it in 12th to play safe. You know, I've got some room around it. In reality, Complexion's probably better than it, but this is how the list is working out. I'm not angry at that. Now we have 8 left, 8 to go. Again, that was a good song to have. It's a song I don't listen to too much, but I still appreciate. You know, just keep giving me songs like that. I'm not putting this song in the bottom 10. There's no way I'm putting Mortal Man in the bottom 10. I can only put it 1st or 7th. Oh. The skit with Tupac is so powerful. I remember I was commuting loads when I listened to the album for the first time. I used to have to get a ferry to university, fun fact, plus random law. And I remember hearing the poem play out, obviously, across the course of the album. And then getting to that last track, seeing it's 12 minutes, being like, okay, you know, it starts off as a normal song. And then, you know, the poem hits and it gets revealed. He's talking to Tupac. And the ending of it all, and he's not there. It's a crazy track. It's a better closing track to Compton. You know, Compton's a great track, but it doesn't compare to that. If I could, I'd probably put it between Feel and Die Hard, but this is risky. I'm gonna put it at number 1. And just hope I don't get a song, like I've mentioned, like Sing About Me, I'm Dying of First. Yeah, I have to put it there. I'll be doing a disservice even putting it in 7th, in my opinion. And I think it's a song that gives To Pimp a Butterfly such a good reputation. As I say, starting with Wesley's Theory, my favourite song from the album. Ending with Mortal Man, one of the most powerful songs from the album, if not the most powerful, the emotional weight it holds. Of course, tying it all together in a different way to Compton with the poem. Not a song that I listen to though, which feels why I'd put it behind These Walls and Feel. They're songs that I listen to almost on a daily basis, but you can't deny how brilliant Mortal Man is. So we're putting it in number 1, which means the best slot we have available now is number 7 with 7 tracks to go. So this could be about to get fucked. We just need songs. Again, I don't want to say this because Kendrick doesn't have bad songs, but we need, in the context of Kendrick, bad songs. Oh, I'm nervous. Let's see where we're going next. Oh, ADHD. In a similar way to Swimming Pools, I get so much nostalgia from a song that I only heard less than a year ago. No, over a year ago now, I think I reacted to. Section 80 on the channel, but it's one of the strongest tracks from the album. But I can't fill that number 7 slot. We're gonna get a track in these last 6 songs. In my opinion, that's better than ADHD. So I'm gonna put it in 10th or 11th. I wanna put it in 10th, but I'm gonna play it safe just because how many down here we still have. So I'm gonna put it in 11th. I don't mean any disrespect to this song. It's really a song that showcases what's yet to come with Kendrick. Such an iconic opening. It's one of the songs that I'd love to see live. But that's where we're gonna put it. In 11th place, 6 to go. We're gonna have to keep moving on. What have we got next? What have we got in store for us? Oh, no. Why? Why do we have to get it so late on? I'm really sad. The list is fucked. I should have put Mortal Man in 7th, but there's 90 songs in this playlist. I thought we're probably not going to get one of the ones that I would put above these walls or feel, but we have. That's the brutal nature of this game. I'll talk about it in a second, but I mean, you heard what I was saying about it. It's going in 7th because that is the highest slot it can go in. I'm not going to get a song better than that. Fingers crossed now. I've even analysed this song on my channel. I analysed Wesley's Theory for free. I think I analysed King Kunta as well. I was going to do a series, but it just wasn't getting enough traction. But anyway, I analysed this song. So many connotations, an iconic sample at the beginning of the song, groovy, jazzy, and it really sets the tone for the album in such a supreme way. And almost in too good of a way, because as I say, I think this song, in my opinion, is the best song on the album. So it doesn't even reach this height again, but it just gets you so pumped, so hyped to listen to it, and with the meanings behind it of Uncle Sam and Taxman coming. Like I say, I've done a video on it. You go on my channel, you can find it, me analysing it, but yeah, this is one of my favourite songs. I just didn't think we were going to get it. We have had so many songs from To Pimp a Butterfly. How many have we had? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've really been done dirty here. And I can say it now, the list is fucked. It's probably going to become more fucked because we only have 10th and then 13th, 15th, 18th, 20th. It's fine, there's nothing we can do now. All we can do is regret. I just want to get this over with now. Oh, why are we getting so many good songs? Maybe I've underestimated just how good Kendrick is. Honestly, I think I have. You know, it's my first time doing this. Maybe earlier on I should have been putting these songs lower down. It's just so hard to do that. And they're not bad songs. They don't feel like they deserve to be in the bottom half of the list. We have Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, probably the most iconic song from Good Kid Mad City. Very era defining, at least in my knowledge, a song that is universally loved. Of course, Kendrick saying "Ya bish" over and over again really just adds to it. Great verses, great hook. If I could put it anywhere, I would probably be putting it in the top 5, maybe just above Swimming Pools, but I can't because the list is fucked. So it's going in 10th because there's nowhere else it can go. Would you have done anything different? Did I make a mistake along the way? I think I just underestimated how good Kendrick is. I won't be doing that again. So we have 13th, 15th, 18th, 20th left. This could get very nasty very quickly. If we just get 4 songs that match Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe or even better, like, we're doomed. We're just gonna carry on. Let's just try and see this out now. Okay, I'll take that. I don't listen to Silent Hill, so I'm happily putting that in the bottom. Do I put that in 20th? I'm going to put it in 18th. Yeah, I'm going to put it in 18th. I could regret that, but yeah, I'm not going to be putting it any higher because we're getting better songs than that. I don't even talk about it. I'm pissed now. The list is fucked. There's no point in me talking about these songs. Untitled 02. It's one of the highlights from Untitled Unmastered. It's not my favourite, but I think to play it safe, I'm going to put it 15th. I don't care too much about it, but it's a good song. I mean, all of the Untitled songs are underrated. I think most of us can agree. but we're gonna put it in 15th. You know, I don't hate the list too much. I mean, I need to see where these last 2 tracks land. But apart from Wesley's Theory being out of place and Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe being out of place, I haven't done terribly for my, personal opinion. Of course, this is a very subjective thing we're doing here, but it's forcing me to put songs where I don't want them. But yeah, we have 2 songs left. I don't hate it. This song should be longer, I stand by that. Like, just as I'm getting into this song, it sort of ends. It's a good song. It's a good song. It's a song that I'd listen to. So I can't put it last. I can't put it last. I'm gonna put it 13th. But we have done the dreaded thing of leaving either 1st or 20th open to the end. I should have put Silent Hill in 20th in hindsight, but I can't put Dodger Blue in last. I can't do that to the song. So here we are. This is the list we have. It could have been worse. Wesley's Theory should have been first, but let's see how truly fucked it is. It all rests on this last song, number 20. It could be any of the songs we haven't had so far. Please be XXX. Please be XXX. I beg. Come on. Be XXX. I don't have anything particular against XXX. I just don't like that song. Or No Makeup. I don't like No Makeup. Please, one of them, and I can live with this. Please. It could have been worse, but I love the backing track of this. I love this man's voice from the opening here. But it's definitely an era-defining song with ADHD. But I don't hate it. I don't hate it. That could have been worse. It shouldn't been to last. I'd probably put it maybe 15th or 16th. We've had such strong songs here. Like I say, I think I've just underestimated Kendrick. But yeah, it means Ronald Reagan era in our list today is gonna be placed in last. So there we have it. Overall, I'm not too disappointed. This is a tough game to play, ranking these songs blindly. Wesley's Theory was the massive snub. In hindsight, I should have put Mortal Man 7th and then Wesley's Theory in 1st, and I wouldn't have been too sad about that list. I'm pretty happy with the last 5 apart from Ronald Reagan era being where they are. ADHD maybe a little higher, Dodger Blue a little higher, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe a few higher, and Wesley's Theory 1st. But apart from that, I can't be too disappointed in that. Maybe you played along at home. Let me know down below, what did I do wrong? I think putting Mortal Man 1st was the issue, but again, that is such a good track, and I think it deserved to be up there and not in 7th. But I wasn't to know we were going to get Wesley's Theory. So that's that. That is our first time doing a blind ranking of 20 Kendrick songs. Let me know if you want me to do it again. Do you want me to do it with different artists? Of course, it's a very easy to replicate concept. Despite how annoying it was, I had a lot of fun doing this. Look out for more Kendrick content. Of course, we're going to keep uploading our Kanye album reactions with Graduation next, an album I'm very, very excited to listen to properly. So look out for that, and look out for everything else we have planned going forward into the year. I'm very excited. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.